in my life. So that's why.
Interesting, yes. And okay, so someone else, because that's something, you get inspired by the way that people have improved after joining Toastmasters, and you also want to become like this, great
Yeah.
speakers, confident people, confident leaders. So someone else who can unmute and answer. Let me see, who am I going to pick up? What about Goenka? Goenka, are you in a position to unmute and talk?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So, I didn't actually know much about Toastmasters when I joined first. I was actually forced into this by my boss, and we had a few couple of actually we started our club last year. So before that, we had model meetings, and during that meeting, I saw so many people like from around the country coming, all the senior Toastmasters coming and delivering speeches and keynotes, and that was very nice to see. And the way they spoke so freely. I'm somebody who is very scared of public speaking, so joining Toastmasters has given me an opportunity to work on that, and I like the leadership part anyway. So that has also given me an opportunity as vice president education at our club at the moment. It has helped me to help others grow as well. So overall, it has been a really good journey so far for the 1 year that we've been doing Toastmasters. So my goal is to actually go through the leadership part as well. That's about it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes. So some people, they want to improve themselves as speakers, communicators, like confident leaders, and then that's the communication part. And the other part is the leadership, the experience that you get when you play various leadership roles in Toastmasters. You can see that within yourself, like throughout the time. Like if you turn back and look, you see a huge improvement in yourself. So you can select what are the goals that you want. For me, as if I tell about myself, I'm a hybrid. Someone told me that I'm a hybrid. I like to improve my communication skills as well, and also my leadership skills. So I'm a hybrid. I think there are a lot of Toastmasters who choose both of these goals as well. So clearly have your goals set. Because if you have read Bullseye by Brian Tracy, he talks in it that most of the people are not successful because they don't set themselves goals. So if you want to be successful, set the goals. So it's like, aiming for the sky, and at least you will end up with the clouds. So set the goals, what you want to achieve. Is it and with the timeline, within how many years, which goal do you want to achieve? And keep expanding your boundaries, your comfort zone. All right, now we went to that, and now how can we support? Now I'm an area director, and we have Toastmaster Takshila, our division director. We have other club presidents, club VP educations, VP memberships, and distinguished Toastmasters within the division and within the clubs and within the area. So you have people who we can ask for help. So is there anything specific that you want us to do to help you meet your goals? So you can tell that you need, I need to improve my certain area. So we can arrange training programs. We can arrange knowledge sharing sessions like this for you. We can arrange so many things. You just have to ask. And you just have to tell, convey it to your presidents, your VP education specifically, how we need to support you. And also, new members, you have to set your own time frames. Now, you can't, it's difficult sometimes. If you set yourself, I'm going to complete this path within this 6 months, it may be possible, it may be difficult as well. So, your own time frame, don't follow anyone's footsteps. For me, I could have, I joined Toastmasters in 2019. I'm yet a Toastmaster, not a distinguished Toastmaster. Because what I feel I need to mature a little bit more to become a distinguished Toastmaster. It's not only the educational pathways or anything, but the experience, the maturity that you get from working with people. So that's what I feel. But I know Toastmasters who within 1 year or 2 years, they chose that goal. They wanted to become a distinguished Toastmaster, ETM, in 1 year or 2 years, and they achieved that. That's perfectly fine because that's your own time frame. So you can set that time frame, your own speed, your own pace to achieve your goals. And if you feel like you need a little bit more nudge to participate, we can do that as well. We can keep pushing you. Okay, you come to this meeting, you come to this workshop, you come to this conference, you participate as a contestant. So we can give that as well, because when we see you, your talents, your potentials, we also get that feeling about, okay, this Toastmaster is going to go very long way in terms of becoming an international speaker or humorous speaker or an evaluation speaker. So we can identify that, and we will also sometimes give a small push for you in the correct direction. And now let's come to the most important part in Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, a club meeting, the club is the most important unit. Like when it comes to a family, like when you consider society, the family is the most important unit. More than the individual is a unit, yes, but when it comes to a family, it's more stronger than an individual. So similarly, in the Toastmaster fraternity, a club is the most important unit. And there are so many roles that you can play in a club. If you have already visited the meeting or two, you might have seen that there are various roles. Let's talk about a few roles. Some roles are like, they are the roles that are the main roles or the key roles, such as Toastmaster. Then there's the table topics master, the prepared speakers, and the evaluators and the general evaluators. And there are supportive roles without whom we can't conduct the meeting successfully. These are, known generally as a tag team: the timer, the hour counter, and the grammarian. Sometimes the table topic evaluators. So you can study about these roles. There are books and there are material that has been given by Toastmasters itself. So today I'm going to get all of your attendance in the middle of this session, as well as your email addresses. So after that, I will share all these resources with you. You can take your time and go through them. And information about how to sign up for roles in your club. So how do you sign up for roles? Now, let's say I'm a new member and I feel like I want to play the role of table topic master. How do you think I am going to do that? I would like to have an answer from anyone in the audience. Let's make it interactive. Inupama? So I'm picking people who I've met once or twice. Inupama, how do you think that if I want to play the role of table topic master, who should I approach in a club? All right, let's go to Nimshi. Nimshi. Suppose I'm a new member and I want to play the role of table topic master. Whom should I approach?
You can approach your vice president education.
Excellent, yes. So the vice president education is like our teacher or our mother in the club. So the father is the president and mother is the one who takes care of everyone's needs. And whatever we need, when we are scared or when we need some money, sometimes we approach our mother, and before we tell our father, we tell the mother what we want to get. So that's the person in the club to take care of your needs, vice president education. So whenever you feel like, okay, I'm ready to do this role, you slowly go and approach the vice president education and say, hey, I feel like I am ready to take up this role. Do you think I can get a chance or slot in the next meeting? So then he or she will definitely give you the opportunity, because that's how you grow and we train you to take up the roles. All right. So your goals. Now, if your goal is to become a good speaker, then you can take up roles like Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster means Toastmaster of the Day. The Toastmaster is the person who hosts the meeting. He or she takes control of the meeting and invites the speakers, invites the evaluators, and so many things are going on. So he or she is the person who is becoming the MC, like literally the MC of the meeting. So if you want to become a good MC or a good speaker, a confident speaker, go for Toastmaster. And again, Grammarian. Now, grammarian is a very important role. It's a listening role. When you become the grammarian, you not only introduce the word of the day, and sometimes grammarians introduce the idiom of the day or phrase of the day. You also listen well for the good usages and bad usages in English. So there are sometimes when you play the role of grammarian, you learn a lot, you grab a lot of good usages from the speakers. So that's a way that you can improve your English as well. So your goal, your goal is to improve your vocabulary or your grammar or speaking skills, grammarian is a good role. R counter, again a listening role. Now, when you once become a Toastmaster, I'm telling you, you can't never not be an R counter. I listen to my colleagues' speeches, sometimes even at work, and I count their R's. I count their R's silently in my mind. I don't want to tell them, but I count their R's and I feel like, okay, this person can improve a little bit more with practicing. It's a good role to listen. So if you want to improve your listening skills, R counter is a good role. Timer, again. Now, when you play the role of timer, you know people, like in Sri Lanka, we have the people in our parliament and everywhere. When they start to speak, of course, they feel like they have to tell everything that comes to their mind. They don't care about other people's style. When you become the timer, you carefully allow the meeting to go within the set time. Maybe it's 2 hours or 1.5 hours. And also, you become very mindful about timing. This comes in your practice. Like when you keep time, you know how many words, like it comes to your practice, to your body. How many words should I speak to finish my speech or finish my whatever that I'm telling within this certain time limit? It comes to you with practice. And also, it's very important when we are organizing meetings, you know how much time you need to give to persons. Individually, when you see certain speakers, personally, you know that they might take additional time. So either you can encourage them to finish within time, or you can set the time slot for them accordingly. Table topic speaker. How many of you have gone to an interview in the past month? Just a raise of hands. A job interview, or maybe a promotion interview, anything. Or even your child's school interview. How many of you have been to an interview in the past month? Just a raise of hands is enough, I think. I like to interact. You can raise your hand or you can just send me an emoji. Yes, Irusha has gone to an interview. So in an interview, sometimes they ask questions, right? Some questions, you know the answers, obviously. But for some questions, you don't know the answers. But how can you tackle those scenarios? So that is where table topics come in. So when you practice table topics, you always take the opportunity to think quickly on your feet, quickly order your thoughts and give them out as a speech, a 2 to 3 minute speech. That's what table topics is. So it's very useful when you are facing interviews, especially if you are a graduate or an undergraduate who is going for jobs in the future, or if you are going for a promotional interview, maybe anything that is important for your career. Or sometimes when you go to school and you are really interested in admitting your son or daughter to the school, you can convince or you can impress the interview panel with the way that you speak, right? That is how that skill you get from table topics. It's not just talking whatever that comes to your mind, but it's actually gathering your thoughts, organizing them in order, having a good opening, body and conclusion, and giving strong message and good strong way to conclude the speech, even if it's a 2 to 3 minute table topics. So you practice that and you will see that in personal as well as professional life, you will go a long way. Topics master. Now this is very fun. So you are the topics master. Then what you do is you encourage people to talk. Then you become creative. You just don't come and give any topic, but you try to go with the theme. Sometimes you try to identify the individual's strengths capabilities and give a topic suitable for them. So all this comes when you are the topics master. It becomes like you are a trainer or facilitator for that session. And when you are a speaker. So these days we are going through so many contests, area contests, and now there are division contests going on. And we see incredible speakers. We learn from those speakers. So how do they become those contestants? Not overnight, right? They have become contestants by practicing, delivering, improving, editing their speeches so many times, doing it again, getting feedback. And I've known some speakers, most of the time they deliver the same speech, okay, the same story, basically the same story, but each time that I see that speech, I notice that they have improved it. Maybe the delivery, maybe the punchlines, maybe the way that they conclude it, maybe their body language. So each and every time I see a speaker doing that, I see they have put a lot of effort to improve that speech. So when you become a speaker, it's not just doing a 5 to 7 minute speech or 8 to 10 minute speech, but it's how you learn. In each and every speech, you try to improve one step further. And here comes the most important role, evaluator. Okay, can I get a raise of hands if at any point of time in your life, maybe at work or personal life, when someone gave you a feedback, you got angry. You really got pissed off, angry, crazy. Yes. So why is that? Can I get an answer, Nimsha? Why did you get angry at that moment? Any particular reason?
Sometimes like let's say I was doing some performance. So it's not just that you just go and do it. So you do some preparation for yourself. But when that person doesn't acknowledge our efforts, even just trying to give that performance, just when they are saying you did not do this, likewise, when they give negative comments, so you get demotivated as well as discouraged.
Yes. Yes. Excellent. True. Yeah. The thing is, yes, Nirat, yeah, Tirani, you have something to add there, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I think the same thing happens to me. And also in another time that I have already practiced, and even though my efforts were, it's been somewhat appreciated, but the way that person is giving the ideas about how that I needed to improve, those comments are so harsh. So I got really angry why that he needs to tell me that those improvement things in such way.
Exactly. So that is why those kind of people, they actually should join Toastmasters. Why? Then evaluation or feedback either can make a person or it can completely break a person. So that is why we are practicing evaluation in Toastmasters. We practice to give motivational or helpful feedback. So if you take just I will send the details to you, the evaluation ballot for the judges. The criteria is so interesting. You have to be very analytical, just like sometimes we have our personal feelings or personal judgments about a person and we tend to give them the feedback based on that. So you have to be analytical, unbiased, and you have to be helpful. It has to be either encouraging or motivational or in some way that will help that speaker to make the speech or that performance better, but not to discourage them as well. So it's an art. Evaluation is an art, and in Toastmasters, we try as much as possible to practice that art and perfect it. It's very helpful not only in our career, but when you come to personal life as well. So if you are a parent or maybe if you are a spouse, you can practice that in your personal life as well. So if you're a spouse or the better half or someone, there's something that you feel like could have been different, the way that you give that feedback, it will make all the difference. So evaluation is an art. When you become an evaluator, you become a good person who also listens and helps the other person to improve. And finally, the general evaluator. This is like Yes, evaluation, but they evaluate the entire meeting from everyone, like the Toastmaster, grammarian, account, timer, table topic speaker. So it's a huge work, huge lot of work. And when you do that, when you keep doing this kind of role, general evaluator, you get a good experience in how to evaluate an entire meeting or an entire event or a huge project and give a good evaluation. So that's what these roles are about. And I recommend, basically, we all recommend you to go through these resources. One is Toastmaster wears many hats. So it talks about when you are a Toastmaster, sometimes you are like an MC, sometimes you're a timer, sometimes you're a sergeant at arms, sometimes you're acting in place of VP education. So you have to be ready, like, to wear the shoe. Whatever the chance comes to you, be ready to grab it. That's what Toastmasters wear many hats. They wear many hats. So today I'm a person who is sharing knowledge with you. Next week at the division conference, I'm the contest chair. I will be managing the contest team, management team. So different hats, right? And enjoy it as you go on, because that doing the same thing doesn't give same results. Doesn't give different results. So you have to go out of your comfort zone, try new things. If you like to, you might like to only speak, not take leadership roles, but just once in a while try to take a small leadership role and see where it goes. So wear many hats. You never know which hat will come useful for you. Master your meeting. So there's this another document called Master Your Meeting. Believe me, in Sri Lanka, especially in the government organizations, people are still struggling to have a meeting according to an agenda and finish it on time, start it on time and finish it on time. So when you're a Toastmaster, you will definitely master your meetings. You will know how to conduct a meeting very effectively without wasting your time as well as the other person's time. So you will learn this. So what do we do in Toastmasters? First of all, we prepare an agenda, right? And then we share it. There will be changes. We will quickly attend to those changes, find the role players without having the TBA or to be evaluated in all those pairs. And we also sometimes, we have feedback for the meeting as well. So the general evaluator does that. So if you bring these small things into your work life, sometimes you will see a huge outcome out of it as well. Starting from the agenda, starting on time, finishing on time, having a meeting minute, all of these makes a huge difference. So master your meetings in Toastmasters and you will get a huge input for that in your life as well. Toastmaster of the day, script and law. Now, why do we tell you to go through this? Suppose you are invited to MC or host a ceremony or an event at your workplace or maybe your village, society. How do you do that? You have no idea if you haven't done that before. So when you are a Toastmaster of the day, you have a script, you conduct that meeting, you manage the role players, you manage the speakers, you are the boss of the meeting, you are the host. So when you go through that experience, when you familiarize with that script, even when you are given any other opportunity to host or MC an event, you know how it is done. You know which words are used. You know how you should use your voice variations, like ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a big round of applause. So small things, but it doesn't come overnight. You practice. So serving as a Toastmaster is an excellent way to practice planning. Like, you take care of the agenda. VP Education prepares it, but of course, Toastmaster of the day has the responsibility to make sure that the role players are aware of that, the speakers are aware of their speeches, and all the other things are in place, like get the support of the EXCO, like Sergeant at Arms, to set up the venue and everything, the budget if there is a treasurer. All of these things is managing an event. And when you do it again and again and again, it becomes like, in Sinhala we say, so it becomes like a part of your life. Whenever something of that sort comes, you are ready. So that's a good way to play. And again, the grammarian. So the resources for the grammarian is Toastmaster wears many hats. word of the day, and grammarian script and log. So we will share all of this with you in a special folder in Google Drive. So practice that script, go through that without just doing it as a grammarian. Read and understand the script well. So it's also planning, evaluation, interpersonal communication, and it also includes public speaking. Counter, like I said earlier. So active listening, evaluation, and effective feedback. So you are like, Toastmasters, Sarah, you had so many asks. You should reduce your ask next time. If you told it in that way, if I were a new member, I might never come back. So that's not how it done. You had, 4 or 5 hours. I'm sure if you practice more, you could improve it further. Just the tone and the way that you give that feedback makes a huge difference. Timer, again, active listening, and it's a leadership, like, leadership in the sense like the timer. Timer is the only person who can make a speaker stop speaking. Like, time's up, you have to stop speaking. So when you see the red card, time is controlling you. When you see the red card, the speaker should be prepared to stop the speech. So timer has a huge leadership role when it comes to the meeting. And table topics. Yeah, when you are a table topic speaker, you can join in at any time during the session, during the table topic session. And if you are not ready, no one is going to force you. You can pass. You can just say, Toastmaster, table topic master, I'll pass this time. So it also teaches you time management, like I told you, and impromptu speaking skill. And when you are a topic master, again, leadership, planning, time management, and motivation, like you motivate people to come forward and speak, right? And that means, is Avarjana in the meeting? No, right? I'm getting a call from her. So time management and motivation, like you encourage. Toastmaster Ranjana, would you like to take up a table topic? Right? The way that you ask, the way that you simply, gently nudge them to come forward and deliver speech makes a huge difference. That is leadership. And speaker. So when you're a speaker, you practice like I told, you prepare, you practice in front of the mirror or your friends, you manage your time. If it's a 5 to 7 minute speech, it should be 5 to 7 and maybe 30 minutes plus. And then again, skills. Evaluation, like I said, critical thinking is just not like, oh, your speech was nice, oh, your speech had good language. No, but you have to critically evaluate how the speaker has organized the speech, delivered the speech, and which things that they have used to add color to the speech. All of these things, pay attention, critically analyze. It will also help your brain to work in a good way, like, critical thinking. That's a very high demand skill when it comes to the current professional working world. So it helps you to use that skill more and more. And general evaluation, like I said, team building, right? So finally, this is the important thing I could say. Team building, the general evaluator, he or she gives an evaluation that makes the people who work that day in the meeting to become a better team. They will feel motivated to do better teamwork this time, right? Again, leadership qualities. So now let's go to the pathways. I hope all of you were there when Toastmaster Kamindu did the pathways training. So I'll go through this very, very quickly, and I'll share a recording of Toastmaster Kamindu's training for you all. So there are 11 pathways, and you can select the pathway that is most suitable for you. You can take the navigator and it will give you 3 options, but you can also think personally, what do I want? Do I want to become a dynamic leader, or do I want to motivate my team to do better? Then I should go with motivational strategies. Oh, I want to become a strategic communicator. I want to make people get things done the way I want, strategically, my strategic goals. So if you are a CEO or something, you can go with strategic communication. Visionary communication. So if you're a person who wants to achieve more things in the future, so many things, even planning, innovative planning. So what do you want? Again, ask yourself and select that path. And each path has 5 levels, all of these things. Toastmaster Kamindu clearly did this in training. So I'll skip this part and you can go to that video, which I will share with you. And you can ask any questions. here are like, strategic relationships, persuasive influence, how you influence others, motivational strategies, how you motivate others, leadership development, developing your leadership in others and yourself, planning, engaging humor. So if you're a serious person, you can learn how to add humor to your speech. Effective coaching, how to coach others to become their best version. Dynamic leadership, that means changing your leadership according to the situation. So leadership development, I went through this. Yes, presentation mastery. This is very important if you are an undergraduate or someone who is struggling with doing presentations at work or at university. This is a good way to start, and it also gives a good confidence if you are, a newcomer to Toastmasters. Relationships, strategy, team collaboration. So if you are a person managing a huge team, this will be a good pathway for you to go. Missionary communication. So how to become an innovative communicator, get things done in a missionary way. All right. Mentoring. Mentoring is not coaching. Now, how many of you have mentors? How many of you have mentors? All the members here, regardless of new or old, raise your hand. Okay, Nusha has a mentor. Nimshi has a mentor. Maybe one or two. Yeah. Tarika has. Wonderful. Danushka. Is it Dr. S.K. Langaratha, right? Right. I hope you are. Yeah.
Sarah, I have been a mentor, but not in the Toastmaster, but
Yeah.
in the university, I have been a mentor.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you are a mentor, right? Not that you have a mentor, but you are a mentor, right?
Yes.
Wonderful. So so many things, like mentoring is two ways, and we have mentors here and people who have mentors. You can have more than one mentor as well. So sometimes, okay, do you think, I'll ask this question, do you think your mentor should be elder than you always? What are your thoughts on it?
You ask from me?
Yeah, you can answer, doctor. It's okay.
Yeah. Actually, my mentees are younger than me.
Yes.
They are students. Yeah, they are students in another university. Yeah, I have been a mentor for them until finish their certain mentoring program, and until find a job. I will hands with them.
Yes, so we have an experienced mentor in the audience today with us. All right. So, doctor, do you have a mentor? Someone that you can ask guidance?
Yes, of course. I have few mentors in my life.
Wonderful. So that's that's a beautiful thing. That is what mentoring is. You get mentored from someone, and also you extend that mentoring to the people who need your mentoring. And sometimes your mentors.
Toastmaster. Yeah, Toastmaster Tarushi is my mentor.
Wonderful. So Toastmaster Tarushi, if you are in the audience, I would like to give a big round of applause to you as well. So now you can see, now your mentor can be younger than you as well, not only older than you, because that's a two-way thing. You communicate with your mentor, you get their guidance. They might be younger than you, but they might know some things that you don't know, or they might guide you. Like actually the thing is, in mentoring, you don't tell a person to do, you do this, you do that. What they actually do is, a mentor actually does is, okay, they discuss with you. Now you have a problem and you go to them and you tell, I have to do a speech, but I don't know how to select a topic for it, for example. Okay, so the mentor will sit down or maybe over the phone ask, okay, what is your speech about? And you can discuss about it, and he or she will give some suggestions or direct you, like, you can think along this way. Sometimes maybe that topic might not do. If you can think it in this way, and if you can select a topic that is suitable for it, right? So yes, that's the way a mentor helps. Not just, Zara, you do this or do that. No, they will ask Zara, okay, what do you expect from this speech? All right. So how do you want to start the speech. So why don't you like go for a topic like this? I'm just suggesting. It's just my suggestion. I'm not telling. So you can think along that lines, and you will make the decision about that. The mentor doesn't do that. You get the guidance, but finally it's your call. So that is what a mentor is, and he or she knows things by experience, by being there before you. So they have been in that situation and they have gained that experience, and that is why they can help you. That is what mentoring is, not coaching. So become a mentor yourself if possible. And if you don't have mentors, yes, we can help you with Division H. We can help you to get mentors within your club and outside your club as well. So you can write to your area director or your club president, or even our Division H division director. She will help you to get mentors. So at the end, we will put all our email addresses for you to get. Right. And the leadership opportunities. Now, sometimes at work, raise your hand if you feel like you are not given opportunities at work, at your workplace. You know, you have that capacity. You feel that you can do more, but sometimes you are not given that. Yes. So Toastmasters is a place that you are given opportunities. Sometimes we have to force people to take up leadership opportunities, if I say so. So you have to think about moving up the ladder of Toastmasters. Don't just be a member of this. Yes, be a member. Member is the most important person. And the club is there to serve the member. And areas like area directors like us are there to serve the clubs. And the division directors are there to serve the areas. And so on. It's the hierarchy from the member. Like the member is the most important person. So think of getting leadership opportunities, if possible, to serve someone. So you are doing a service. You are in your leadership. You are not just ordering people do that, do this. That is not how it works in Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, it works like when you become a leader, you are there to serve the other people who are under your purview, and you are there to help them to become the best version of themselves. So that is what actually the modern leadership is. It's not like the leadership the leadership theories that we learned before. You might, if you are into HR, you might have heard like there are democratic leaders. There are leaders who want things done their way, and there are laissez-faire. So in Toastmasters, you combine all, and it's different. It's totally different. The leader is there to serve. So when you get these leadership opportunities, don't say no. Try to do your best, because even if you're an area director or president, it doesn't mean that you know everything. No, you can do everything, but it's the way that you learn, right? You get that experience. Experiential learning, that is Toastmaster. You do it and you learn it. Maybe you will do mistakes, but you learn from them as well. So the next time you know, as a mentor, how to guide your mentee. So what went wrong with me? What went right with me? You gain that maturity. So nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Similarly, in Toastmasters, take the leadership opportunities, jump out of your comfort zones, and you will develop yourself as well. You will develop your leadership skills. In the club, you have leadership skills like starting from president to sergeant at arms. Some people think that sergeant at arms is not important. No, sergeant at arms is the most important person, because without him or her, with Akshila, yes, let's share it attendance link. Without the sergeant at arms, how can you get comfortable with the venue, the refreshments, the things that we have to display, or give the feeling that it's our club? Yes, that's a question. I'll go to that. Once we complete one pathway, can we select another pathway? Yes, of course. So once we complete, even before you complete, you can have two pathways. I have two pathways in my base camp right now that I'm doing parallelly. One is engaging humor, other is motivational strategies. So if you can afford, like the first pathway you get freely, $20 with the new membership. But if you can afford, I actually, out of interest, I bought another pathway because I wanted to go and see what's in there, motivational strategies. So you can do, like, parallel, you can do 2 pathways as well. If you can afford even 11 pathways. But the thing is, we have to manage time and our resources. So yes, you can complete one pathway and go to another one, or you can do 2 pathways parallelly in the base camp. But it will cost you additional $20 when you're purchasing a new pathway. I hope I answered you, Samira. You can unmute and talk. It's okay.
Yes, clear, yeah.
Wonderful. So in the club, you have so many leadership skills, and now you are in the club and you move up the ladder to president, and you feel like, oh, I can do more. And then you go to the other skills, like other leadership positions, like area director and division director. And you can see how much you can go out of your comfort zone. Like earlier, you were inside the club, within the club, you know only your club members. But once you become the area director, you get to know the division directors, you get to know the district trio, you get to do so many different things. So that expands your capacity without just being inside the club. When you go out, meet new people, get new things to do. Okay, you feel like, okay, I can do more. And then if you feel like you can do more, you can go up the ladder of Toastmasters leadership positions up to the district director. And above from that, after district director, there is regional, I can't remember the name right now. Takshila, can you help me there? Toastmaster.
Regional advisor.
Regional advisor. And from there, DTM Sudash Linagi. And
he is, I think, one of past regional advisors, no?
Yes.
Now it's DTM Sugandhio.
Yes, Sugandhio.
Somewhat.
And if you feel like you need more, you can do more, you can go up to international director. So we actually had an international director from Sri Lanka. Anyone in the audience who knows that? Anyone in the audience? I'm going to give a free ebook when you answer this. A very interesting free ebook. Who was the international director from Sri Lanka? All right, you remember the name? DTM Balraj Arunasalam. DTM Balraj Arunasalam was the first Sri Lankan international director. Such a pride to us. So humble person. So if you go out, like, of your comfort zone, you will meet all these amazing people in Toastmasters in Sri Lanka. Now, getting started. So now, when you join Toastmasters, you go to that website and you try to log in, right? You give your email address, and then you don't have a password. You give forgotten password. So then it will send a reset link to you. Check your spam folders as well. This always happens when it's the first time. So check the spam, and you can reset the password. Like the first time is always resetting the password. You don't have a password, but you give the email address and get resetting into the inbox, and you reset, click that link and go and give a new password and join Toastmasters international website. And then you can see like welcome and your name over there. And this is changing, like this website, it's changing. They keep it upgraded once in a while. So, and they send us videos when they do that. So be familiar with that. And there are so many choices. So when you are free, take some time and click through these links, go through these links, and you will see you have everything that you need to learn in this website. Most of the time, if you are a reader like me, you don't have to even ask others because all the information is there. Only thing is you have to find time. So my advice is dedicate at least 1 hour or half an hour maximum at least possible per day to familiarize with Toastmasters. Because when I joined in 2019, I learned a lot from this website. I'm a person like you can call me like what they call in Sinhala Pandita because I don't like to normally get advice. What I do is I first go there and I do it. I search, I research, I study. I try to do it myself, and when I fail, I get advice. That is my approach. What they say, experiential learning. So if not, you can ask your mentor. Very simple thing: PP education or mentor, or even an experienced club member, someone you're comfortable with. You ask them; they will help you how to do this. And particularly, I know if you are a new member and if you are in the generation, there are generations, X, Y, Z. So generation Z is already very familiar with these things. Generation X might have a few problems. So you can ask Gen Y or Gen Z, they will help you on how to access this thing. So always the first project is icebreaker, always breaking the ice. What is that this? What does that do, icebreaker? Just a simple answer from someone. All right.
Explain ourselves.
Exactly. Wonderful. That is how you like tell about yourself to the club or the people who you are getting familiar with. You are telling about your interests, your hobbies, maybe very interesting things about you that no one knows. Like sometimes there are things about us that when you look at a book, you can't judge, right? There might be people who are very talented singers, talented actors, but when you look at them, you can't think. So breaking the ice means you are telling about that. I am so and so, and these are the things that you need to remember about me that makes me unique from the rest. That is the icebreaker is. Yes, sir, I think both links are same. Yes. You can mark one. That's okay. So I'll try to remind you, there's an attendance link. This attendance link is given by the division for the new member orientation, and I think it counts towards your club points when you mark your attendance in this. So I encourage you to mark the attendance as well. And okay, if you work in a workplace like mine, you might not get recognition awards. So in Toastmasters, it's a game changer because we always, even a simple thing gets recognized and there are awards. Like when you complete an icebreaker, you get a standing ovation. How many of you, like at your workplace, have got a standing ovation? Do you know what a standing ovation is? People actually stand up from where they are sitting and they give you a big round of applause. Because icebreaker is the first step of a big journey, a long journey that you are going to go. So everyone appreciates you, recognizes you for that effort you made, and you get a standing ovation for the first speech you make in Toastmaster. But you don't get that in life in other areas. And then when you complete a level, you get a level completion certificate. And if it's affordable in your club, you get a ribbon. And also, you get recognized on social media as well. People like to be recognized. People like to be appreciated because that is the nature of humans. You feel more motivated and you feel like, you want to do more when you are recognized and motivated. That's something we don't get at work most of the time. But if you get it at work, then really you have to love that workplace, I'm telling you. But Toastmasters is a game changer. That is where it goes all uphill, a different way. And these are the achievements that you can get. Now you can, we used to get these pins, but you can see here over there, the level pathway completion pin, you get it from the display. I have a dynamic leadership completion pin. And there's a level tag gasser that's not necessary, but if you wish, you can purchase it from the Toastmaster website. You can wear them proudly whenever you go for your Toastmaster outings and Toastmaster gatherings. You can wear them proudly on your blazer or your sari or the dress that you are wearing. because it shows your dedication to develop yourself as a leader and a communicator. It's like, it's like the way that we ladies dress well or apply makeup to feel confident. So same thing is there. And then you get a certificate like this that is downloadable and printable. It's very important. It's a Toastmasters International certificate. And Toastmasters International is like the best organization for leadership and communication developing. And then different clubs have different expectations and different policies. You have to understand that. Okay, now again I'm going to ask a question. Corporate club members or prospects, please raise your hand. If you are from a corporate club means it belongs to a company. For example, Goenka is from Star Garments. Tarika, yes, Tarika is there. So yes, Goenka is there. There is some other lady from Star Garments. Sajini.
What about the university clubs?
Exactly, yes.
What about the university?
Yes. So they have different expectations, right? So you can't join.
Are the university clubs under the corporate clubs?
Yes, it's a corporate club. So only university employees can join it. No one from the outside. Excellent. So these are some new expectations that they have, right? So when you come, maybe your club or your corporate club has an expectation that you have to dress in a certain way. Maybe the dress code, or maybe, all right, maybe the way that sometimes now religion, sex, and politics are mostly taboo topics in Toastmasters. So your corporate club or your community club might have more taboo topics, or it can talk about a taboo topic. So there's this particular club, Pinnacle Advanced Toastmaster Club. They have some meetings, not all meetings. Someday they talk about taboo topics on a particular day. So that's their culture, right? So you can have different club policies like that, and you have to add them in the addendum of standard club options. It's available in the website. So you have to always update that in your club policies when you are doing a change. For example, if you're meeting second and fourth Sundays, but you're going to change that, you have to add this in your addendum of standard club options. So you can't just go about and change things. You have to be mindful about this as well. So dress code, sometimes your dress code can be casual, or you can set it business, or it can be formal, whatever that you want. If you expect ladies to wear saris, it depends. Like, depends on the club. Taboo topics. So normally sex, religion, politics, and there can be other taboo topics as well. Maybe like, for example, body image. For if someone feels like that club should avoid speaking about body weight or body image, you can add that in the club addendum. And the club culture, like, it's different. Each club has a different culture, like the family. So when you go to the family, you adapt to the club culture. You become part of the family. And how we communicate with you, like the club will tell how we are going to communicate with you. These are the days that we are going to have the club meeting. These are the day you are going to, this is how you are going to send from this email address to which email address. So they might request your email address. If you have two email addresses, you might have to give both because you might miss communication. Then WhatsApp messages, telegrams, and other club resources are the website if the club has one, newsletter, and again the policies, like I said before. All right, so we have come to the end of the presentation. Do we have questions? Yep. Now it's time for questions, and I think Toastmaster Takshila is also available to answer. Our other area dedicated Toastmaster Randana was here in the audience, as I remember. So if you have any question, please go ahead so we can clarify them. Come on, can you hear me? Any questions? Anything that You might think it's not relevant to this session, but you can ask that. Ladies and gentlemen, any questions or not?
I have seen some people using Toastmasters badge on their cars. How we can take that?
Yes, it's the way that I see it. I think. Okay, so how many people? Again, let's come to that. How many people have you seen using that?
I can't remember. I have seen even once.
My car, I have one because I got it from there's a conference, and at that conference, those stickers are available to buy, and sometimes our past district directors, when they are coming to conference, sometimes they gifted it to us as an appreciation for our commitments to Toastmasters, like that. We can have those things from that way. Sometimes it's available at our conferences.
And
so we can arrange it on 26th in our media conference. So if you can come there, then we can have it.
Sure, I have already registered for the 26th.
Superb. Then we will hand over one sticker for you.
I'm glad, Tashla, I'm not the only one. Just on my car. Yeah, I think it's a way, like, the way that I feel is like I'm showing off that I'm part of this prestiged organization. And also, if someone is interested, they can ask, hey, what is this Toastmasters? They might ask from me, and who knows, they might become a member as well. So that's why
I think, Sarah, in our Toastmaster International website, those materials are there. Those things are there, so we can buy the things, but the cost will be a bit high. So we can buy the things via our website.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, there are so many things that you can buy, but I think the shipping cost is high now.
Pens, bags, water bottles, notebooks, everything are there.
And the other option is you can also design your own material, and you can get the approval of Toastmasters for using them. There's a special email address. For example, let's say your club wants a t-shirt design. So you design a t-shirt, but you have to stick to the Toastmasters branding, like the colors, the placement of the logo and everything. And then you send the design to them, to the brand. There's an email, brand assistant or something. And you fill a small application and send it to them, and they will review it. And if it's okay, they will give the approval. So you can make your own material that you can, these are publicity or advertising material, to be honest. So when people look at them, they will see, what is this Toastmasters? They will ask, right? Even if they are not aware, they will ask, what is this? And then you are a brand ambassador. You will be explaining to them, what is this about? So we all, like, normally when we belong to an organization, we like to show off, right? So for example, I'm an engineer and I have an IES sticker as well on my car. With their start, but no, never the CEB sticker, because we might get trashed on the roads if we use that these days.
And sorry, I think it's a good recognition, because in my car I have that Attorney logo and also the Toastmasters logo. There's sometimes someone say, some people are saying that, wow, we are a lawyer and also a Toastmasters.
Yes,
we can have the recognition.
Yes. And you are your own brand, right? When people look at you, then they realize, okay, so this person, there's something different about them. It comes to you, like what I said earlier, in single when you are a Toastmaster, certain things, certain qualities, certain characteristics, it automatically becomes, a habit. there's this book, I can't remember the name, but the thing is, when you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit, and when you do it for 90 days, it becomes a lifestyle. So how many days have you been doing Toastmasters? It becomes a lifestyle, right? Part of your life. So the way you speak, the way you evaluate, you feedback, the way you conduct meetings, everything, it becomes the lifestyle. And you're proud to, say that you're a Toastmaster. I'm very proud.
I will try it again after checking.
Yes, please try. If you are unable to fill that form, please inform me with your name and the club name.
Okay, sure.
I'm back. Sorry, I momentarily lost my connection, but I'm back now. So how was it like? You can unmute and tell how the session was. Any areas for improvement? Practice your evaluation skills.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
As a new member, so I mean that there is a different roles in the club. So how much that experience that we have to gain for the taking those role club? Is it anything for that, or we can improve something? Just we can take that.
So what I felt is that you are asking now, if you are playing the role, can you take up the role impromptu, or how much experience or preparation you need to do? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Normally, when you join Toastmasters, maybe as a prospect or guest or new member, your VP education, they don't force you to do the roles or anything at once. They will ask you, and also they will know, like, when you are ready. You will first get the small roles. What you say, like, in the small means the roles that don't have you too much invested in the meetings, such as starting from the R counter. They will first give you the small roles like R counter, where you will first practice listening. Then the timer. Then you again practice listening, and also a little bit advanced, you will be timing and a little bit leadership role as well. Then you become slowly a grammarian. So step by step, they will take you through the process. That's how normally in our club we do. We first give the R counter role. And when you do the R counter role, you are not going to do it on that day, right? You will first clear your doubts. You will contact the VP education. How am I supposed to do this? Is this the correct way? So clear your doubt, clarify anything that you have, and then you do the role. And then you get the feedback as well. How do you think I did the role? So that's also part of our learning in Toastmasters. Then your VP education, they will guide you and they will train you. Maybe your mentor also will guide you. And then you will take the next big role, the timer. Step by step, we will be training you to take up bigger roles. So all of a sudden, when you come, we are not going to throw you into the fire, giving the Toastmaster of the day. No, yeah, step by step, taking you through the process. Yeah, you also feel comfortable to do that role, and you also feel you are confident enough to do that role. Did I answer your question, Minusha?
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Team Sarah.
All right. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen? Sakshila, anything else to add?
No, so it seems like we don't have any further questions. So I would like to invite all new members. If you need any clarification, feel free to contact our area director, Toastmaster Sarah, or myself. And also you have area directors for your areas, so you can raise it through your president, or also you can directly have it, because Toastmaster is a friendly atmosphere for our personal growth. So At this moment, I would like to thank Toastmaster Sara for accepting my invitation to do this presentation, as well as it's a very helpful and also very valuable presentation for new members. And I hope all the members here, they got something, they gained something from this presentation. And also, again, I would like to invite all the new members to register for our video conference, and it's happening on 26th at Rajarata University. It will be another different experience for all new members, and then you can start your journey from there. I must again thank Toastmaster Sara. Thank you so much, and I wish all the best, all the very best for all new members here to have a long journey in Toastmasters, because you all are unique. You have so many talents, hidden skills, so you can mold those things to be the best version within yourself with using the things in Toastmasters. So I wish you all the best for all the new members. Be with us. Let's continue this journey together. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good
Thank you.
night.
Good
Thank
night.
you very much.